guys, today I want to show you how I'm healing with my shaman. This is like a request, maybe I can call it like that, from my friend. She wanted to know how to heal. Actually, she does know how to heal, and she thinks it would be really nice for people to know how to heal, what to do in which situation. The thing is, when you're a healer, there is no specific rotation to do if you want to heal. So there is no press this one, then this one, and then that. It's just you need to improvise a lot, I guess,
We must purge Stratholme
as a healer.
to protect the remainder of
So,
Lordaeron from the scourge.
first thing first, I cast the water shield just to gain mana, and also don't forget to cast the earth living weapon, which heals additionally, puts a hot if you crit. Anyhow, if you are lucky, you know who the tank is. Luckily for me, I have this add-on LVI, so basically this is the only person who can be a tank, so this is our warrior. Don't forget to put the earth shield. Good thing is that your earth shield has 8 stacks, so basically keep 8 stacks. Don't spam it too lot, I guess. Don't waste mana. Just wait to reach 2, 3, and then cast again. Anyhow, this is the casters group, so I'll put this barf of the air totem, which will increase the spell damage from the group. Also my healing, so since the group is like that, I think it would be nice. Let me just a bit.
I won't allow it, Mal'Ganis. Better that these
Okay,
people die by my
I think you
hand
can
than
hear me
serve as
now
your
better
slaves in
than
death.
previous. Anyhow,
Mal'Ganis will
about
send out
this
some of his
dungeon,
scourge
there are
minions
some
to
few
interfere
spots
with
where the mobs will
Those of you
spawn,
who
just follow
destroy
the group,
steel of
and there's
magic
also
shall go forth
the
and
arrow
destroy
on the
I will lead the
minimap.
rest of my
Follow
forces
it
in
and
purging
should be
Stratholme
easy.
of the infected.
Stick with the group, because they're mobs and they like to hit healers, so yeah. There's the Necromancer. I like to interrupt him when I can, and if I can. Just the previous dungeon that I did, I realized that my hit cap is low, so sometimes I missed. That's bad. But anyhow, I don't find that the interrupting is the major thing for the healers. I think it's the thing that DPS need to do. Maybe tank, but I assume they have other business to do instead of interrupting. Let's remove the totems and follow the tank. See on the map, Town Hall, there's the thingy, flag, that we need to move, so let's go there. And there's our guy that we need to interrupt. So basically when the tank just starts taking damage, and depends on how well your tank is geared. I tend to put the Riptide on him, that's the hot, healing over time, which will heal him over time, yeah. Basically, that's it. And how would you know how well your tank is geared, since we don't have the time to inspect and look a single item one by one? You just see how much damage he takes. Also, one more thing that you can determine how well he's geared is the HP. How much health does the tank have? Okay, for this one I'll also, let's remove totems and then change totem this one to the cleansing, because there's some poison and I don't like to dispel, I like to leave the totem to do the job. So I'm casting the lesser healing wave because it's a fast spell and it will really fast pop up the tank. I also cast the Earth Shield on him just to refresh, and there's my Riptide. 1 second, I'll put another one just in case. It's not so smart to always put the Riptide, because when the tank is taking new mobs and he's not aggroing them, they will tend to catch up on you because you put the Riptide, you put the healing, which creates a lot of aggro. So if the tank doesn't have the aggro, you do, they went just to kill you instead of the tank. So pay attention when to cast and I don't know, maybe when you're too far away from the tank, so basically he has time to pick the mobs up, or even if the DPS is high enough, maybe they can kill you for you, kill the enemies for you. Okay, situation is okay, so far so good, I guess. I just refreshed the Earth Shield, remove the totems. You need to remove the totems because if they stay there and some ads respawn, they'll just come after you. No matter where you are, they're all connected. Anyhow, this is a nice group because they're casters. They tend to stack together, which is really nice for the chain heal. The chain heal, as they say in English, are bread and butter for the shaman. So yeah, I put the Riptide since the health was just a little bit. He lost a little bit. I'll refresh it. And now we wait. Something to happen. There are two types. This mage is taking damage, so I'll lesser heal him. There's another spell. It's the Healing Way, as far as I remember. Let me check. I'm not good with names, that's for sure. Healing Wave, which takes 2.48 seconds to cast. I don't like it. There are two builds for the resto shaman. One is the one that I'm using, that's the lesser healing wave, and there's the healing wave. The healing wave is really nice because it's a lot of amount of damage, but it really needs time to heal, to cast. It's 2.48 seconds, and I don't have that time. So I'm more for the lesser healing faster, if that makes sense. Okay. We should say here, this is, I don't know, maybe a bug, maybe not. But after this boss, we know that the next ads will spawn here. Don't forget to cast the water shield. I have it on my keybind E, so I tend to cast it from time to time. Also, casting spells, there's the socket in the gem in the socket in the head, which gives you a chance to restore mana on spell cast. So, thing is, casting the water shield, it's a spell. It doesn't require mana, which is nice, and it can restore your additional mana from that gem. So you can spam it as many as you want, but have in mind that the casting spell, even the water shield, resets your 5 mana per second. So you need to, it's not 5 mana, sorry, it's the mana per second. You need to wait 5 seconds, so 5 seconds after the casting, the mana will start regenerating. So each time you cast the water shield, it will reset it and start new 5 seconds all over again. Okay, let's move. There are 2 stacks of the Earth Shield. Let's put them 8 and follow the group. So far, so good. The group is kinda okay because the DPS is also fine, which is nice. Always from my experience from now, either there's the person who slacks a bit, and there's a person who does do really nice damage. Okay, let's put totems down, Earth Shield, maybe Chain Heal because there are mobs on me also, and maybe I can catch the mage. No, I can't. Let's put the Chain Heal on the mage. I have an issue because sometimes I don't know when to put the healing, chain heal, and the single heal. I always imagine that people are stacking close, but they're not. So I'm using the wrong spell for the wrong situation. Which is kinda bad, but it's not that bad, I guess. If you're okay with mana. If you're not okay with mana, pay attention. So look at the group. If they're too spread, don't use the chain heal. It won't catch them. Use the lesser healing wave and it will do the trick. Okay. So, things that you need to remember. First is don't forget to water shield yourself. Earth Shield on the tank. My tank is needing the lesser healing wave, one, and Riptide, that's good. And there's another Earth Shield. Let me show you the glyphs that I have. So, lesser healing wave, which also heals me. It's okay, but I think maybe, just maybe, it's good for the PvP. Because they tend to hit the healer. So basically when you're healing someone else, you're healing yourself, so it's good. It's not the same situation in a dungeon. Mostly they are hitting tank, even DPS in this case, for mage. And yeah, maybe it's not that much use of it here, but still I'm using it. I'm missing my water shield, let's cast that, and then the chain heal. Oh, this boss can be naughty because he does explosion. And since we are all the clotters except the Boomy, who is wearing leather, we'll see how it's going to be. I have the enchant on the hands, so basically it's the haste. But I'm still waiting for the explosion, but it's not happening. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a small one, which is okay. Goodness, how many minutes is there? Okay, he's done. Let's move forward. So, this one, yeah, okay. This one is nice. Increase the amount healed by your Earth Shield by 20%, which means I'm more the tank healer than the raid healer. And I really do tend to do more dungeons than the raid. And there's this one, the chain heal heals one additional target, which should be the raid healing, just in case if I'm raiding. There's also one nice also that the healing totem heals additionally for 25 or 20%, something like that. It's really nice for the raids, but also have in mind that it heals only the persons in your party, so it's not for the whole raid of 20 people, it's just for 5 people in your group. So, depend on your group and if you have a mana. If you don't have the mana, maybe you can cast the Mana Tide totem. Not Mana Tide, just Mana Spring totem. And yeah, more or less that's it, I guess. But usually there are paladins in the group, so they Blessing of the Wisdom, I think it's called. So there's no need for the Mana Spring totem either. So maybe for the raids it's good to have the healing stream totem. Can we interrupt that? I think I'll put in the... Well, I feel obligated to put in the description the macro for the interrupts. I put it on my key too, so it's really near my W, and I can interrupt easily when I know to interrupt and to select the target. This dungeon is interesting because it has a timer, so if we do it on the time, we will be able to kill additional boss, which drops the flying mount. And for the flying mount, if you wish to need it, then you need to have the... I think it's the fast riding skill that you need to acquire if you wish to need it, and that's now 5,000 volts in this server, so it's a bit much. Okay. Yeah. Do we have the... Well, we don't have the paladin. I'm just amazed how much mana still I have. Either the group is good or either I'm not spamming and I'm just focused on my English and speaking to you guys. Anyhow, let me show you the stats that I have. We are progressing. This is not the best gear that's in the game, but this is the best I have. So basically that's it. I have, this is my mana, 612 if I'm not casting and 415 if I'm casting. And healing power is also important for the healers, as many as you can get. And later on I think you are moving your stats to the haste. Critical strike actually is also good to have. But yeah, I think most of the players, we need to dispel that. I don't know what it is, but since you have the dispel, please do. Don't wait for mages, priests, paladins, and other guys to dispel. If you have the possibility, have the mana, why the hell not? So far, I don't know for any spell that you don't need to dispel. There's no contra effect to say if you dispel something, like in the PvP that you can get silent if you dispel something. Okay, lesser healing wave. This tank is not taking too much damage, so we're good.
I do what I must for Lordaeron, and neither
It's
your
even
words
better
nor
because
your
I'm
actions
not
will
even
stop
using
me.
my natural swiftness, which is the cooldown. Also, I'm not using the Tridal Force. Nothing. All good. Now somebody needs to talk to this guy,
This will only take a moment.
and this guy is Arthas.
I will leave this
It's rude
secret
for me to
passage
call
the
him this
others.
guy. Go, go, go. Yeah, I think we're well geared. But we'll see if we have time to catch the additional boss. I wanted Mount that badly. Okay, here comes the flood. For this part, it can be... It's not tricky, but if you're lower geared, it can be hard one. Um, Sometimes, somehow, some tanks really don't think about anything, just rushing through, and you don't have time to get mana, so be on your, I don't know, toes, and be prepared not to stop. Also, one really major thing, two major things. One is to interrupt this guy because he's mana draining. If he's not draining you, that's good, but just keep an eye. And the second thing, really important, is to pull your totems with you. Just remove them and cast them again and do it as many times as needed. As far as I remember, but it was decades ago when I did this, as far as I know, the mobs, the little guys, are respawning. So if you leave the totems and they respawn there, you're gonna pull a bunch. Also, for the entire raid, for the entire dungeon actually, I'm using the cleansing totem. You see their poison and some diseases, so basically use it anytime. I think it's good. Okay, our tank, Riptide, and then the lesser healing wave. Good, then totems. Chain heal to the mage. We'll see. Okay. This is the point where you can stop, but apparently my tank is in haste, so we're in a haste. I'm using the voodoo. This is the voodoo add-on, which helps me heal. And the purple thing is magic and it cannot be removed from the cleansing totems I need to cast the spell. I think it's a cleansing spirit. I have been playing shaman for a really long time, like 7 years or something like that, and I still don't know all the spells. And I never bothered to learn them. The green stuff, the blue stuff that is on the voodoo is the poison, I know that, and the red one is disease. But I don't care much, because if I can dispel it, I'll do it. But I think it's a waste of mana to dispel if you have the cleansing totem. The benefit from the shamans, why the hell not use it? Okay, go, go, go. This is more damage, we have 9 minutes, we can manage to do the dragon additional boss. Okay, this is on me. Dispelling drain mana, interrupt. And the group is good, really good. Me like. Okay. If you want to be a pro player, there are also things that you can purge from the guy, from the enemies, but yeah, I'm not a pro player. I don't want to purge anything, but there's the purge and there are times that you really need to use it. Like the purge of the bane of some king, blah blah, in the dungeon. Let me just answer my guilty. Nope, I don't have the dragon. And I hope I'll get it. The thing is, early in the game... Oh, he said he will need it for me, and I didn't know that you can trade it. I thought it's a soulbound bind on a pickup. That's interesting to know. But I wanted dragon badly. And it's not a big deal. Every time you do this dungeon of the heroic and do it on the time, there's possibility to gain the dragon. And once you gain it, you cannot loot another one, so there's no point. Eventually everyone will have it, but I need it now. Simple as that. Okay, let's here. Oh, see this glowing thingy on me and the druid also. This can be bad. And it's dealing damage for 2 minutes. There's the dragon. Need it. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, get it. Nobody knows. Somebody is lacking. I still don't know who will get it. I won it. Learn it before just me need it. That's good. Okay, I need to keep alive. Also, there's somebody needs to go to talk to Arthas. Okay, we're good. And here's my friend Druid dying. Just a lesser healing wave, maybe a Riptide. We don't need this totem anymore. Let's put a healing one. Oh, for this one also the tremor would be nice. Because this boss casts the sleep, so having the tremor totem will help you out, I guess. I'm gonna die. No, I won't. So, as you see, my gameplay is quite kinda easy. I guess it's just the left mouse click and the lesser healing wave. I like to cast also the Riptide. The Riptide gives you the critical strike of the next lesser healing wave times 2. But yeah. So maybe you can just put the Riptide to people from time to time so you can just get the critical. And there's one neat thing also about the critical. If you cast the critical, it will restore mana to you. Okay, basically I don't need anything from here. This is a nice shield. But this is where the people get this shield for the tanking. It's a really nice one. Anyhow, guys, I hope you will enjoy. I'll make more of those videos, like it or not. So, thanks for watching and have a good one. Happy healing. Bye, guys.